welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be jumping back into some more Project Architect. So I hope you guys are ready. You know, starting up today, I kind of want to cover a few things that I've just kind of left in the dark, right? We worked on this room, right, where we have all of our portality stuff just sort of sitting, and the only place that actually works, well, is the Nether. Like, this place works and it's fantastic. Loads right in. Beautiful place, by the way, to load in and be greeted to the Nether. But our other areas, I mean, this is supposed to be the end, and there's nothing here. Like, we can't, it doesn't take me anywhere. So I need to go to the end and set up a portality portal for there. And then this one is still waiting for a home. Just don't know exactly where I want that to be. And so I have my portality portal built in this dimension, looking perfect. Got a view right over here. I'm literally inside of a star. I thought this would fit perfect. Like, I'm literally inside of a star. When would I ever need to not fly? I don't know, maybe an emergency, but I do have access to this beautiful dimension over here. So back in this, all I got to do is define this back here. Let's just go ahead and change the, oh, we could change the color. The color is that purple. So I guess we can get some kind of purplish color in here. Save it. That looks pink. More purple, please. There we go. And then change the name right here. So we'll change this to end. And perfect. So all we got to do is call to a portal, and we'll call to purple, dial, and we should be linked up and ready to go. I also did make sure to set the chunk loading on that, because I don't know if the portals chunk load themselves. But yeah, there we go. So now we can go back and forth. Oh, and it literally spits us out. I better hope that, yeah, I better hope that this actually, I remember to jump and not just go crashing into the void. That could lead to trouble. But otherwise, it works perfect. A while ago, I had ended up kind of clearing out these areas because I wanted to use this space here and sort of use each one of these sides as potential rooms for things and things to set up. And then this was an EMC generator that was early on. But at this point, I don't really need it anymore. Like, as much as I love this thing, I don't really need it. I'm about to take some damage. I can go ahead and pop this here, and I'm going to go ahead and clear this area out. And I'm thinking about putting like a water fountain here. I think a water fountain would look pretty darn cool. So I'm trying to work on this really interesting design. Let's take a look at a bucket. Let's grab this real quick. And I'm thinking of like waterlogging the top block here. Let's see what the water does. Nothing real interesting yet. So if I pull this out, this is a great way to test stuff like this. So notice how the water just doesn't want to do really anything here. But if I put, let's say, this on the side of that on the side of this, and side of this, how does this work now? So it is completely skipping. But if I do this by raising this side up, for example, like what if I put this here and then on the other side, I put that there and that there, then the water won't have anywhere to go except for the other side. Mine is this side. I still have to fix this side, but other than that, it actually kind of works. Let's see. Let's block this so that way the only place it can go is this other side. So it still ends up bouncing off the side here. And then that will drain down. This will drain down. And then this will inevitably drain down. So we do have the water slowly draining down, but now it ends up looking like a absolute weird art piece mess down here, which I mean, I kind of like, but what I would like is if the center here was sort of hollowed out. Maybe I can use some sort of fencing. Yeah, that kind of actually works. So I have a shaft here. And so it definitely makes it look a lot cooler with the shaft, like the water's flowing through. Okay, I know, such a weird design, but it is kind of nice to see something different every now and then. Let's take a bucket. I need a couple of, actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure I could just use this Evertide amulet. Oh gosh, it's so loud. But yeah, this will fill the area up with water. So sometimes I kind of get carried away. I start building and I kind of lose myself and I forget to even record any part of me building. But I did go ahead and clear these out. By the way, I did learn something new. I didn't really know this wand could do this. I've looked at all the features and stuff, but I never looked at this. This right here randomly places blocks, because it says right here, just by default, don't randomly place blocks. And you're like, well, what's that mean? Until you click on it, and it says places random blocks present in your hotbar, which is awesome. That's how I randomized this. So basically I just placed all those in my hotbar, those different blocks, and it places it in a random palette. And I thought that was fantastic. It does such a good job of it too. And I might actually use that for these walls here. I wish I would have known for this, because then I could have just built this up instead of going back and forth and trying to use the other exchanging gadget for that. Yeah, I didn't know this did that. I could have used that in so many videos. You know how nice that would have been? My goodness. So I'm working on this build here, and I'm thinking about having a nice area for armor stands. Just like, it's sort of the main area. Like when you walk through here, I want this to demonstrate all the armor that's in this pack that is obtainable. There's a lot of armor actually in this pack that even though I don't want to wear, I would love to have on display, because there's some really cool stuff. So let's grab some armor stands real quick and just sort of start placing them. Now there is a mannequin mod, and the mannequin mod's kind of cool, but the problem with the mannequin mod is it doesn't show off the pants. So that is kind of a thing. But yeah, as you can see, we can fit quite a few armors in here. It looks like 15, right? 5, 10, 15. Yeah. So let's just take a look at what we do have. So at the moment, a lot of their stuff like is sort of EMC. Like definitely we have dark, I would say dark and like gem armor, and then red matter armor. I would say these are up there with the highest tier. I would definitely say gem armor, 100% highest tier. Red would probably be next, and then dark matter after that. So we have all of these different gears here. And then sort of going down the line, I would kind of have to look and see. Buddy armor would be kind of cool to get as well. Like these are all going to be things that I definitely want to strive for, if at all possible. Like there's even crocodile armor. Of course, we have our standard Minecraft armors. I don't know too much if I'm gonna, am I gonna bother with that? Like, am I gonna do like an iron chest piece? I don't know, gold? What would a gold, I mean, a standard gold chest piece, diamond, and then netherite, which we don't have. I mean, I guess I can include that. This would sort of be definitely base tier of your like standard armor. And then of course I'm going to fill out the whole suits. I'm just putting them here. I wonder, I mean, for the heads, I guess it'll just be standard. But I need to figure out, there are tons. Let's see, if we just look up chest piece, there are tons of different armor. There's a chitin armor, which I'm pretty sure we can make. The moonstone armor, pretty awesome. I don't know if we have enough moonstone from Druidcraft, but that's pretty nice. We do have the stuff from thermal. I don't think I'm gonna make this. This is the dive suit. They are kind of cool looking. The hazmat suit is definitely cool looking. What is one of my favorites? My favorite is the crystallite chest piece, or the crystallite armor. This is done with Infusion, and we can probably get this done today, making this this crystallized armor. That'd be kind of cool. Now, I know last episode we definitely heavily ventured into RF Tools Dimensions. And I kind of like to take a break from things. Otherwise, I'm going to have like 3 or 4 videos just dedicated, one right after the other, of RF Tools and going through the dimensions. I kind of like to stop, take a break, and then come back to stuff later. Otherwise, things are going to just get super, super stale. I'm going to be on the same mod working through it over and over again. But don't get me wrong, this is still running. And everything's still there. I would definitely like to quarry that dimension out. That'd be pretty cool. And I'm also still looking for a rare slime to get spawned over here. I think we're going to make a cool dimension that is going to be just insane. But yeah, for right now, let's talk a little bit about this crafting, because this stuff is very cool. This is actually something that's added from the Better in Forge mod, which if we go into the Better in Dimension, there's a lot of stuff we can actually do with this Infusion pedestal. We can make custom enchants, so we can define what enchants we want. And then there's, of course, the armor. As you can see, there's all the different types. But this armor is really, really interesting to make. This leaf, by the way, the Hydrolux petal, this is a pretty weird thing to find, but it's definitely going to be something that I hope to find today when we go to the end. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and get this one piece of armor done, and then also show off how this Infusion pedestal place works. I'll go ahead and place that in here because we are going to probably set this up in here and put this to use. So I am back in the end and taking a look at the armor. So crystal and armor. This is the stuff that I want to make here. Now each piece, I believe, requires an amber gem, also the terminite helmet, and then the crystal shards, which we are standing on. The amber gem, I believe the amber gem comes from those areas that are bright orange, and it's actually an ore. This ingot is made via alloying, which isn't super difficult because once we get one, we're good. But we have to make this, but we should have all of the thalassium ingots. So we should be good there. We just have to find a couple biomes. And I also want to find that petal as well, which those are usually found in the giant lakes. And at the moment, I have yet to find any of those biomes. Other than the giant lake. There's a giant lake right here, and then underneath this giant lake should be those petals, hopefully. And as far as that burning biome, I haven't found it yet, I don't think, unless that's what this is. It's just weirdly colored on the map. So I'm going to continue my search, flying at Mach 1. I'm actually not flying very fast at all. Look at these guys. I'm barely passing them. But I did manage to come across one of the coolest looking biomes, I think, in the end. It's definitely this one. This biome is so cool looking. I'm going to grab some of this material. Oh, and these look like ores, but they're not. It's just I think the texture change. Oh, it's so cool looking. I got to put this in the bag. I can turn this on. We might actually pick up some good stuff while we're in here. Look at this. These are so cool. It's all the same material, but they randomly show up. Look at that. These are the tiny versions. This is all interesting stuff to just like have. But yeah, I thought this dimension was so cool looking when I first had seen it. It's just so ominous. Wait, what is this? What? We have a house? Oh, this actually might be a great... Oh, yeah, this is added. Yeah, and there's the smelter we need. So what was the materials? Because we can just go ahead and do that smelt while we're in here, right? So we are going to need ender dust and iron with some blaze. Ender dust comes from a hammer. It looks like we can make this via, let's see, thalcium for an iron, and use ender shards as well. Let's see. It is a thalcium block with a stick. Okay. Do I have this? I do not. Man, this might be a bit more investment than I thought. Simply because, oh, here, we can make this hammer. And then I need a smithing table. So we do this, and we should be able to combine these together. So now I'm almost positive I had more than one ender shard, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. So I also needed to take this, and it just it gets crushed in an anvil, in a special anvil. Okay, no, just a regular anvil. Man, how many? And then I'm gonna need way more of these. I thought I had plenty of ender shards. But anyways, I might as well go ahead and get this all done. So break this down. That's an ender dust. And how much was I needing for this again? There's so many things to remember. Oh, just one. So I'm actually fine. Blaze. And then I'm going to need this ore smelted. Let's see. Yeah, it can just go in a regular furnace. And thankfully we can actually speed this up. By now I should have a red matter furnace. What am I even doing? You know what? This should have been done a long time ago. Red matter furnace. Let's go ahead and cook this bad boy. We throw this in here. I can throw some of that in there. Bam. We're good. Look at that. It even doubles, by the way. I think that, yeah, the red matter furnace doubles your ore. We can go ahead and speed things up by throwing that in there. And perfect. Okay. So I now have the ingot I need. And that's basically it. I don't even... I'm going to grab you because I want this. And I'll make sure to grab you for sure. Wow, can I not... Can I only break this with... What? Can this only be broken with a red matter pick? Oh my gosh, it can only be broken with a red matter pick. That's crazy. Yeah, look at this place. I'm gonna grab some of this stuff. So looky here. So we have these beautiful, beautiful trees here. But this is the biome where we are going to find those gems. We might get lucky in finding them down here, but more than likely we're gonna have to quarry this area out. Yeah, probably going to end up to be faster quarrying it out because they're going to be like in the center of these biomes. So that is why I brought my quarry. Usually there's all kinds of trees and stuff, but for some reason they're not really here on this area. But so all I got to do is shift right click here. I'm going to select a nice little piece here and then go down and I'm going to select a big chunk down here. And we're going to call that our quarry defined. Now you can manually define your quarry if you really want to, but this is going to automatically set everything up. And when we highlight this, we should see, yeah, how big this area actually is. Let's go ahead and kill this guy real quick. I did manage to bring, or I did make a netherite barrel. So this is going to be a nice storage. Thing is quite large. There's a couple of things though that I do need to define. I need to say, hey, let's not collect any of this stuff and make sure the tags are selected. And I think we're ready to go. Give it some power and we're going to let this thing quarry. If I want to speed it up, I can use the time in the bottle. Keep in mind though, that may introduce some lag. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of lag. Turn that bad boy on, and we should be only getting the things that... Where's it picking those things up from? Was it really that big? I don't think I placed it over there. But anyways, it is still mining up this area, so we can actually keep an eye on it. And it should only be collecting the things that we want, and hopefully it ends up finding one of those materials. This is really frustrating. As much as I love the quarry, it is completely broken in this version. I don't even know what to do here to fix this. It is just... I even defined it. Well, even after all of this being quarried out, it still didn't give me the thing I wanted. Interesting. I wonder if it's because this biome is so close to the other one. And these biomes don't have the massive trees either. Which maybe this is the wrong biome. Now I always forget, even though I put this mod in my own pack, that I can search Amber. And Amber lands, I believe, are the place that I need to go. So as you can see, we are definitely not in Amber land. This is not what this is, but I did find the direction to said Amber lands. Aha, now this is more like it. This is what I was remembering with the trees and everything. Now, am I going to get lucky and find some in the bottom? Of course I am. So I'm going to grab some of that. Look at that. It's actually just all over the place. No need to even use a quarry. Well, at least I had somewhat of a reason to use it. Look at all this. Now, this right here is the other type of biome that apparently I need to go to. And there's these interesting sponges, but apparently underneath here... Maybe I don't actually know if it's completely down below. Maybe it's actually inside of these lakes? I could be wrong. This could be the wrong lake. There's supposed to be these crystals, but yeah, there's definitely sponges down here. After giving it a quick look again, apparently these Hydrolux petals are found here. In whatever form. I don't know exactly where I got the Hydrolux petals. Ow. Those are like electric fish, by the way. But I was breaking through the brimstone here, and I think I'm just picking up loose ones. Because I have not a clue, but I love these vents. Unless they're a part of this. But either way, I do have some, which is awesome. Just don't know how I come across them. I have no idea. I just went to this area, and they're there. Interesting. So I'm just sort of playing around with all this, and yeah, right here, there's some really powerful armor. I was looking at this armor. This is some pretty decent armor right here. Ethereum? Ethereum. Eternium. There we go, Eternium. I don't know why I had a hard time thinking that through. But this stuff, this requires a Eternium ingot, and we just need a little bit of alloying, so we can actually use the same material that we have and netherite. And this is actually some expensive material right here. Also need blaze, because I don't think this actually accepts normal fuel. And then just speed it up a little bit. I mean, we have a bunch of time in here, might as well. And so this is going to be used to upgrade this. Now, I do have this armor suit. I'm going to actually put this armor. So let's take a look at in Reforged. So at the moment, there is 1, 2, 3 armor sets that I think is a part of this particular mod. So yeah, there's 4 armor sets. So I'm going to say that is the top tier. This is probably medium. Is the crystal armor better than this? I don't know, but it does look way cooler. So the chest piece here is 8. This is 9. So it's just slightly better. I would say the gem is definitely better. So we'll put this at tier 4. We're a ranking channel now. I'm just exclusively ranking things. Throw that there, and chest piece, and you're good to go. So we're gonna get to this here in a second, but yeah, I just wanted to grab this out, and then grab a few more, and then all I have to do is combine this with all of my stuff. Luckily, I mean I know it's way over here, but I go over here to my smithing table, and this can then be smithed just like netherite armor. How cool is that? But yeah, this armor is actually quite nice. I know we have like the best armor in the game, but it's still really cool to you know, put together all the armor that is possible in this pack. Wondering, what does this armor look like when it's on you? I mean, it looks like this. It's not anything fancy. This is actually one of the complaints about this particular mod, is just the armor looks so cool in its sprite form, but man, it would look way better if it had some kind of like 3D effect to it. I don't know. Same thing with the gem armor. The gem armor makes you look like just like a red, I don't know. You look like a, I don't know, like a superhero. Like you look like, you know what? You know who this looks like? Daredevil, kinda got that Daredevil look going. But anyways, this armor is going to go here. And I still think the best looking one is the gem, not the gem, the crystal, just because of how it looks. And I might actually just wear the crystal armor as a cosmetic. So I have my pedestals all arranged in this nice format, as you can see here. This is actually like how the pedestals are supposed to go. And we have them nice and arranged. Now, keep in mind on this craft, it is very important that you notice something. If we take a look at the pedestal, notice there's a north heading on here telling you that which direction actually needs to be facing north. And this might be easily overlooked, but it is very important for the crafts that we're about to do. Like just take a look at the helmet. It says that we need to craft it in this way with the north heading facing this way. We need it all facing north. North for me is this way, not this way. So I need to place the items in this direction specifically, and then place the item in, and then the infusion starts to happen. And it's going to take a little bit of time. And then after the infusion's done, we have ourselves the item, which is the crystal helmet, which I said looks pretty darn good. I like this helmet. So I'm going to have to end up doing this twice for each one, simply because I want one in my stand. And of course, I want to wear one. But yeah, the infusions are really cool. I actually like the idea of this. It reminds me, oh, there's so many mods that do this. I'm just saying, it just reminds me of some good old mods, some good old magic mods from the past. But yeah, it's really simple. I wish there was more to this. This is a great way, by the way, to make enchanted books. Like I said, so if you want like a specific book that you haven't already gotten via the method that I already set up, this is a decent way to getting it. Oh yeah, I think this armor looks way better than the gym armor. I don't know, gym armor's over there like, I don't know, look like you sat out in the sun too long, but man, this one, and then look fancy, look, you know, fabulous. So one other armor is this chitin armor, which I definitely want to get, which looks like a bug, by the way. This is just, it's too good. So Druidcraft adds some really interesting things. I definitely recommend checking out everything that Druidcraft has to offer. A lot of building stuff, by the way, but also some cool things that it adds. And this is actually some pretty stout armor. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it here. But what armor should go here? As we have just about everything filled out. This armor, by the way, is basically equivalent to iron. This bone is basically, you know, about equivalent as well. But what should go right before these? Well, there is an entire mod in here that is actually kind of powerful and also kind of a remake of an old school mod that I absolutely loved. It adds weapons and all kinds of fun stuff. But let's take a look at this. So if we search chest, we are going to find this, a flux infused. Let's see, flux infused. This whole mod is just called Redstone Arsenal. So here we go. So Redstone Arsenal has flux infused elytra. Like, this thing is crazy. You can wear this and have armor. There's a fishing rod, there's hammers, all kinds of cool stuff. The bows are awesome. They used to be really powerful back in the day. So all this stuff is pretty easy to make. So let's go ahead and get a few of these things EMC'd in here, so that way we can just go ahead and make this gear. So that's basically it. We're also going to need an obsidian rod and that capped off. So these are our basic materials that we're going to need for everything, you know, so on and so forth. So right here we have our chest piece, we have our feet, and let's see, leggings, probably a good idea, and helmet. Now this honestly might be better than what I'm currently wearing as far as cosmetics go. Let's take a look at what this actually looks like, because I remember this armor was actually pretty cool looking. Now it's all right, it's definitely all right. I wonder what the elytra looks like when you wear it. Can I put the elytra on my back? Oh my. So it's just your normal elytra. Oh, what's weird is my cape shows through, and then my elytra takes on my cape. That and my backpack. There's everything going on at once. Oh goodness, maybe not have the elytra. It's cool that you can put an elytra there. And then there's an elytra controller. So like, I guess we can change modes. That's kind of cool. I actually want to test out this armor. Like, what does this give me? Does this give me like, let's see, what could this possibly do? So, oh, it's just rockets. This is literally rockets. It's like a remote. That's perfect. That's actually really cool. And then we have these pluses here. I wonder what that all means. So I know this armor takes durability. This is really cool. And there's the shield and the fishing rod. It says, okay, cool. To change modes. Fishing, what could they have done to a fishing rod? Press that key to change modes. I'm gonna have to set the key. We can set these things to empowered, for example. Oh, so when this is empowered, it just doesn't stop. It's like, it's permanent. Okay, now what about the fishing rod? When it's empowered, what could the fishing rod possibly do while empowered? Does it auto catch the fish? You know how cool that would be? Like, it just sit here and it just automatically catches fish. Come on. There's nothing like a fishing video. Let's do this. I swear there's no fish in this pond. Out of everything that could happen right now, there are no fish in this pond right now. I'm just scaring them all away. Oh, there's one. So I just wonder what does it do when it's empowered? Interesting though. So, and I think like all of your other tools, I'm pretty sure these will like mine like bigger areas, but still, like the fact that the fishing rod. But yeah, I know this used to dish out some crazy powerful damage and stuff. I mean, not equivalent to this. This is insane. But yeah, still the fact that this all does what it does is pretty cool. I don't know. I still like this armor, but this is definitely going on our shelf as some of the most powerful armor in the game. Yeah, it's definitely going right here. I'm even going to throw the elytra on. I think it just like it fits the whole thing. Unfortunately, we can either have the elytra or the chest piece. I'm going to go with the chest piece. I think the whole chest area thing just goes good. We'll throw that on there. Boots and helmet. There we go. And now I just enclose this with a little bit of glass. And just like that, a work of art was born. And this place just looks really cool. So I could enchant stuff, or I could even place items on these pedestals, like just like this. And if you wanted to use these to display items, you totally could. But I think this looks fantastic for a nice little showroom of all of the armor in this pack. Well, guys, it's that time again. It is the end of today's video. But of course, guys, I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that's going to be a huge thanks to Abby. Thank you so much for your amazing support, by the way, over on the Discord. Become a Discord premium member. And of course, guys, if you're interested in just joining the Discord, not even becoming a premium member, just joining the Discord, you can of course go to discord.gg/ChosenArchitect, and of course join the crew over there. We're over 23,000 members strong, and of course I would love to have you guys over there just to join the massive army that we are slowly but surely developing. It's absolutely insane. We also have a vanilla server for you guys to join if you want to hang out with your friends and have a nice place to sort of play and hang out. So guys, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.